Hey guys, we just thought we'd bring you back one more time for another look at some of the mechanical aspects of our Troy Indy Special. So we've got the car on the lift right now with the skid, hood, and hood scoop all removed. And we're just going to take a look at some of the things that make this car tick. Starting off, we got that beautiful all aluminum 495 horsepower GM LS3 engine. And we've got that engine hard mounted in the chassis using a pair of custom motor mounts up front. And then a 1/4 inch thick aluminum plate at the rear that also doubles as a good part of the firewall. Next, another thing that we're proud of is this air intake. We fabricated that piece here in-house, A, to fit in the tight dimensions under the hood of this car, but B, we also needed something that worked with the LS3's mass airflow sensor, which is very picky. Moving on, you can see that we've relocated the coils on our engine down along the side of the block, which we'll get a better look of when we bring it up on the lift here. Here's another look at those stainless steel side pipes. We've got header wrap on here to cut down on some of the heat that transfers to the firewall over there. And the back side of that firewall is also coated in a lizard skin heat treatment, which kind of helps cut down a lot of the heat that's going through that firewall. Next, we have a custom radiator, fabricated in-house. Then we had a couple questions on our cockpit fresh air valve, which air is directed through our hood scoop to this valve right here. You can see it's in the open position now. And that actually directs cold air into the cockpit to help keep it cooler on really hot days. Now that's controlled by this valve right here. So it's out for open, and now it's shut. Another thing we wanted to show you is our fuse panel. So the fuse panel and ECM and a lot of our wiring is accessible by removing this cowl panel here. But for more simple routine maintenance, some of those things are accessible from underneath the dash. So our fuse panel actually has a flip down feature here where you remove a 1/4 turn fastener, which we've already removed here, and the fuse panel flips down. So you can pull that cover off and check on any fuses and replace anything if necessary. Then just fold it back up and replace the 1/4 turn fastener and it stays. We also have some jump start lugs here under the dash and our OBD2 port. So next, we're going to bring the car up on the lift, take a look at everything underneath. All right, we're here underneath the Troy Indy Special prototype. And where you see this big space here, you normally have a full-length skid plate which is on the bench over here right now. It's got plenty of louvers and the scoop here to keep things cool. So, under the front here, you can see this is one of two places we've got our serial number affixed to the chassis. Got our coils relocated right here. This is a Holley LS swap oil pan. Again, here's that 1/4 inch thick aluminum plate. Serves to mount the back of the motor in the front of the TREMEC T56 6-speed. As you can see here, we've got that lizard skin coating on the firewall and the inside of the transmission tunnel. Got our nickel-plated control arms, Corvette C5 uprights. So those Willwood 6-piston brakes. Then we've got 4-piston calipers in the rear. There's that Cadillac CTS-V limited slip differential. And this is our 15-gallon ATL fuel cell. So our fuel is routed through through 3/8 copper nickel tubing, which is isolated from the frame. Here you can see that beautiful QA1 coilover suspension. And over here, back to our stainless steel side pipes. You can see those bolts right there all hold in little baffles. So you can fine tune how loud or how quiet the exhaust is. We've got a drive shaft loop integrated right here for safety. And there you have it. That's really the highlights of everything under the rear. You can see everything is clean. All of our components are all sourced new. There's nothing used under this car. And with this skid plate off, you can see you have really nice access to everything. Servicing the engine, servicing the transmission, differential, anything like that. We got these jack points are also worked into the chassis. All right, I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask.